what had happened to the Philippine National Police? What had become of our police officers? I think it was sometime in June this year when then presumptive Chief PNP Ronald De La Rosa and I, together with a common friend from Davao, met and talked over dinner in Makati, in a Makati restaurant. I guess it was a consultative meeting, as Ronald used to work directly under me when I was Chief PNP and Chief Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Task Force. What struck me in that conversation was his concern over some very discouraging, if not frustrating, developments that had engulfed the Philippine National Police. Hindi ko makalimutan yung sinabi niya sa akin ng gabing yun. In an agonizing voice, sabi niya, "Sir, grabe na yung nangyayari sa krami. Ang bulog-bulungan hindi na talaga nililihim. Ang usap-usapan na ron, pinagtatawanan na lamang yung take o yung payola sa IG." Sabi ko, ano ba yung IG? Sabi niya, illegal gambling. Dahil mas malaki raw ang nakukuha sa ID. Ano ba yung ID? Illegal drugs. And it had come to a point na there are some police officers, once they are newly assigned in an area, hindi na po yung gambling lord o gambling or yung drug lord ang umahanap ng contact o connection doon sa bagong assigned na officer. Yung bagong assigned official na, whether he's a provincial director or regional director, sila na yung naghahanap ng conduit para makakonect sa drug lord at para makakuha ng payola. As will be revealed later when we hear the testimony of Kerwin Espinosa, ganyan po nangyayari sa field. And sinabi ko noon, no, parang I wanted to congratulate Ronald for being the presumptive Chief PNP. But then, sa loob-loob ko lang, good luck sa'yo. And now, I would like to think, and I believe, na blessing na rin pala ang pagkapanalo ni Pangulong Duterte no, sa bansa at sa mamamayang Pilipino. Blessing na rin sa ating lahat, sa ating mga anak, sa mga kabataan, ang pagkatalaga kay Chief PNP De La Rosa na maging Chief PNP. Kasi napabayaan po talaga over time itong problema natin sa illegal drugs. Ngayon lang talaga napagtuunan ng pansin at talaga pinagtuunan ng pansin. Setting aside some excesses, setting aside some abuses committed. Yung iba talagang mukhang nangyayari na may cleansing process o may cleansing operation na sinasagawa ang ilan nating mga miyembro ng kapulisan. But by and large, we are succeeding in this fight. And I'd like to state again, for the record, mabuti na rin pala at nanalo si Pangulong Duterte at naandyan na rin si Chief PNP De La Rosa. Alam niyo, hindi ako para magsip-sip dito kay Ronald kasi hindi ka nagre-reply sa text sa akin ito, tinetext ko. Anyway, that is my opening statement and I will give the floor to my colleagues here. But before that, I'd like to hear the manifestation of Congressman Veloso, who, during the last hearing, his name was mentioned. And he would like to state for the record and manifest something in this hearing. Sige po, Justice.
Thank you, Chairman. Honorable Panfilo Lacson, Chairman of the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, Senators Soto, Pacquiao, Punasan po. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Your Honors, in your...
Now my question is, Your Honor, we support you. Parang feeling ko, General, ikaw na lang ang pinagtitiwalaan ko. Ikaw na lang talaga ang pag-asa namin ng taong bayan. Because we believe in you. Now the question there, General, is this. What are your next steps to clean up the ranks of the PNP? Naubos na lahat ng drug lord, General. We would love to know from you because we believe in you, General. What can we do to clean up the ranks of the law enforcement agencies? Because we are one with you in this. to bring back the trust and confidence of the Filipino people with the judicial system and the Philippine National Police.
Your Honor, I cannot blame the public if they're losing trust and confidence to the police. Because I myself, sasabi mo nga, hindi mo na minsan alam kung sinong pagkatiwalaan. Your Honor, like for example, ito nangyari kay Chief Inspector Joby Espinido. Nilagay ko siya doon as Chief of Police sa Albuera because buong paniwala ko, kahit hindi ko siya personally kilala, buong paniwala ko na he will be my talagang siyang mapagkatiwalaan ko sa instructions na binigay ni Presidente na we will fight to the last yung we will really fight drugs even though it will cost everything our everything. Tapos ngayon here comes nga andito si Kerwin, in-implicate siya na nakatanggap ng pera. Minsan Your Honor, pinapasadyos ko na yung sitwasyon namin sa PNP. Gusto ko sana ma-reform yung PNP. Kasi mahal ito yung organisasyon namin. Pero ako'y hirap na. But I will never surrender. Sasabi ko sa inyo, if you survive playboard in the academy sa PMA, you will survive the world. Kaya ko ito. Hindi ko ito urungan. Lilinisin ko ang PNP hanggat sa makaya ko. Hindi ko ito. Sinabi ko ito ng Presidente, Sir, hindi kita iwan sa laban ito. I will be with you. Through thick and thin, no matter what. Ibubuhi, lahat ng kaya ko, gagawin ko. Kasi yung publiko po, hindi namin sa nagtitiwala, medyo nahihirapan na rin kami. Nahihirapan na rin kami na mag-adjust dahil sa mga pangyayari. But please, understand Your Honor na kami po ay tao lang. Yung mga pulis na yan, nasisilaw sa pera, dahil din yan sa kahirapan, nasisilaw sa pera. Pero hindi ko sinasabi na gawin natin yung excuse. Dahil ako ay anak rin na mahirap. Pero never po ako nasilaw sa pera. Sabi ko, mamatay man ako, hindi ko ipapalit yung aking serbisyo sa pera kahit na walang pagkain yung pamilya ko. But, sige na, Your Honor, andyan na kami sa sitwasyon na yan. We will survive. We will survive. Kakayanan namin. In the end, sabi ni Presidente, tapusin natin itong laban na ito. We have the complete 6 years. Sana hindi makudita si Presidente, hindi ma-impeach para matapos namin ito. We will do everything humanly possible para linisin natin ang Pilipinas, Your Honor. Hindi ako Superman. Ako isang ordinaryong pulis lang. Pero since nilagay ako bilang Chief PNP, yung Presidente, gagawin ko lahat, Your Honor. Gagawin ko. Lilinisin natin ito. Even it will cost my life. Yun lang po, Your Honor. Sir, ulitin ko po, correction ko lang po yung sinabi ko, Your Honor. Minsan may time na I don't know who to trust, kung sino na yung, kung sino talagang in or out sa drug business. Pero sa totoo lang, Your Honor, marami pa akong pulis na napagkatiwalaan. Marami pa akong nagtatrabaho, marami pa, Your Honor. Kaya ganun na lang ang tiwala ko sa sarili ko na kakayanin ko ito, Your Honor.
Chairman, yeah, I just like to manifest. Kaya malaking paniwala po namin sa iyo. We believe in you, General. We truly believe in you that you can do it. You have our support. As a matter of fact, kami po dito sa Senado, we have filed several bills na doblehin, kung pwede, triplehin pa ang sweldo ng PNP. Dahil dyan nag-uumpisa, tama sinabi mo, General, nasisilawan sila ng pera. I apologize to have made you emotional, General. That was not my intention. My intention was to show you our support, that we believe in you, General. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Ito, on the side of the table, if there's anyone here who understands kung ano yung law enforcement, especially yung buhay ng police, ako siguro yon. Ako, for one, I can speak for myself, I can give you so much leeway do sa inyong enforcement. Pero pagka masyadong blatant na, with impunity, I think as Chief PNP, you should do something. Alam mo yung konting liko-liko, ako, I can close my eyes. Pero pagka ganito na, pag sobra na, hindi pa dapat kumilos na rin yung Chief PNP. Kasi, pag hindi ka kumilos, mahawa yung iba eh. Hindi ba? Well, you worked under me. Of course, you know my style, di ba? Pero lagi merong hangganan eh. Merong tinatawag na elastic limit, may threshold. Hindi pwedeng larga-larga na lang tayo. I hope you understand what I mean, di ba?
Alam ko po yun, sir, dahil alam ko kung paano mo nilid yung PNP during your time. At yan po yung gusto kong sundin, pero mukhang hindi ko ata kaya, sir, dahil yung standard mo mahirap sundan.
Dalawa kasi yan, eh.
Isa lang yung General Lacson, sir. Ako, si Bato lang, sir.
No.
Ordinaryong police lang ako, sir.
Dalawa kasi merong internal discipline.